rib cage as we compare to the class winner, but really stout in her own right. The heifer that was third, the youngest female in the class, is one that sure, again, big bones like the heifer in second. Really stout in makeup. She gets a little shorter in her neck, shorter in her side, shorter in her hip. Gives up some performance in that regard. Maybe just a little straight on her hind leg as we set her in motion. Doesn't have the flexibility of the heifer that wins the class. So nice class of females, give and take, but three really solid heifers.
Our junior heifer champion belongs to entry number 4112, Canada Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Our reserve junior heifer champion belongs to entry number 4511, Easton Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. Entering the ring now is going to be class number 4, late senior heifer calves, calf November through December of 2020. Looking for a single entry, entry number 522. Brett Young of Nazareth, Texas. Class 9, early junior heifer calves, calf January through February 2020. Please be ringside. Class 9, junior brown, junior Brangus. Please be ringside.
A single entry in this class, but an excellent female in terms of quality. Really like her in terms of her feet and legs. Big bone, flat jointed, nice shape to her foot. But when it gets out and moves, it sets it down like it needs to. She covers her track in the ground. Long fronted, feminine female. One that if we were to nitpick her, I'd like to open her up and see just a shot more center body and rib. But in terms of her skeleton and her design, her muscle and bone, she's very, very good. Nice female representing this class.
Congratulations to entry number 522, Brett Young of Nazareth, Texas. Entering the ring now is going to be class number 9, early junior yearling heifers, calf January through February 2020. Looking for a single entry, 4714, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. All junior Brangus division winners, please be ringside. All junior division grand and reserve winners, please be ringside. This will be your first call for the junior Charlotte Angus Heifers. First call, junior Charlotte Angus Heifers. entry number 4714, Ab Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. We will be now moving into our junior Brangus division Supreme, our champion drive. We'll be looking for our junior heifer champion. Entry number 4712, Ann Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Our reserve junior heifer champion, entry number 4511, Easton Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. Our senior heifer calf champion, entry number 522, Brent Young of Nazareth, Texas. And our champion early junior, entry number 4714, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico.
Looking at our Brangus division champions out here, and we will pick a top five. So we have close by. Pick them coming in today. Some nice females out here. What I guess what I really like about these three females is just how good they are in terms of their feet and legs. High quality heifers that are good at the ground, like the shape of their feet. They get out and travel. They're all nice in terms of condition. They're not over conditioned. None of these heifers are very down to brisket or in the udder or on the pins. So really my compliment to the exhibitors on the soundness of these cattle and the way they're presented in terms of their condition. The heifer calf that won the first division, I like her rib shape and I like her soundness. Really folded open up in her rib without being heavy in her condition. She's good at the ground in terms of her feet and legs. She's probably not as heavy structured in terms of size of bone. Those are your babies compare the heifer directly behind her. But a really nice functional heifer that's got some body. The heifer that won the second division, as we said, in her class, and is really good from the ground up. Big, good shaped feet, really good in terms of her legs. Nice shape to her hind legs, set to her hind legs, good clean jointed heifer that's good in her lines. I like the way her neck comes high out of her shoulder. And I think that's one of her big advantages out here. She's got some great presence, some length, and some femininity about her head. Long body. Heifer that's adequate in terms of muscularity. As we compare her to the heifer in the first division, I just like to open her up a little bit in terms of her center body. You see her a little bolder in terms of her center rib. But that's an eye-appealing, sound-structured heifer that's really nice in terms of her structure and the bone and stoutness that she has. And then the heifer that won the last division is a functional heifer that's very sound, moderate, long-bodied, got some muscularity, one that looks as though she'll be nice in terms of the size of her teeth. She gives up some look as you read her to the heifers in front of her. As you look at her from the side, she's a bit deeper in her chest and shorter in her neck than the two heifers directly ahead of her. Maybe you just use a little bit in terms of rear rib and flank. The three nice females, the heifer that suits me best, the heifer that won the second division, she'll be a champion in Frankie Show today.
Congratulations to entry number 522, Brett Young of Nazareth, Texas.
We didn't have a second in that division, so we've got other two division winners out here to select our reserve. Two nice females, and as we described them, the heifer that won the first division, just a little more opened up in terms of her rib shape, maybe just slightly more attractive up to her front end. So she'll be the reserve in this division company. Now we can bring in the heifer that was reserve in that division if you want to pull her down here for our third overall. Then I think it gets very, very close at this point. Heifer that was reserved in the calf division. Huge bone, stout made kind of a female. Maybe not quite as feminine in her front third as some of the other heifers out here, but really stout and powerful in her makeup. She'll be the third overall in the Brangus division. Then we'll follow with the older heifers.
Congratulations to reserve champion, belongs to entry number 4712, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Third, belongs to entry number 4714, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. And fourth, belongs to entry number 4511, Easton Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. Class 2 Junior Heifer Calves, please be ringside. Class 2 Junior Charlotte Heifer Calves, please be ringside. Class 3 Junior Charlotte Heifer Calves, first call. Class 3 Junior Charlotte Heifer Calves, first call.
Single entry to start off our Charlotte show, an extremely high quality female to lead off with a spring heifer calf, kind of a picture of mounts. I like her front end, I like how open up she is in terms of the rib. She got some muscle, I think one that's sounded up in terms of her structure. It's very, very complete with her makeup, strength, in terms of her presentation is excellent as well. A very high quality female that has stand a lot more competition out here today.
Congratulations, entry number 484, Luke Steele of Cottonwood, California. Entering the ring now is going to be class number 2, Junior Charlotte Heifer Calves, February of 2021. We'll be looking for entry number 4502, Lindsay Franklin of Ladonia, Texas.
Another single entry in our Charlotte show, an extreme effort in terms of her quality, very similar to Heifer that won the first class. I like her length of body, how clean-fronted she is, big-chested, a heavy structured, big-boned, big-footed female that's got some muscle shape as you read her down into her stifle. Excellent in terms of balance, how be able to get her out on the profile. If you're a nitpicker, she opens up just a little more in terms of her shoulder. It's just a little wider through her chest floor maybe than what's ideal. But extreme amount of quality in that female, very nicely presented. I want maybe you raise your knee bones up just a notch as well. But a great female, and one that can sure stand a lot more competition in this class today.
Congratulations, entry number 4502, Lindsey Franklin of Ladonia, Texas. Entry in the class now is going to be class number 3, Junior Charlotte Heifer Calves, CAD January of 2021. Looking for entry number 4474, Kelly Cordell of Chinley, Washington.
Another single entry in the Charlotte show, but another very high quality heifer. This young lady has really like the femininity about this heifer. The way she's built in terms of her head, neck, and shoulders, she looks like a female. Tremendously long body and long strided as you watch her at the ground. I think she's adequate in terms of her depth of body, and heifer is really fresh in terms of her condition. Maybe just gets in at her hop a little bit as she goes and gives up just a shot of muscle, maybe a 1 or 2 heifers that come through already. But I really like the look and the length of stride. Really nicely done by this young lady.
Congratulations, entry number 4474, Kelly Cordell of Chinley, Washington. We will now be bringing back our class winners for our Junior Charlotte Champion Division Drive. We're looking for entry number 484, Luke Steele of Cottonwood, California. Entry number 4502, Lindsey Franklin of Ladonia, Texas. And entry number 4474, Kelly Cordell of Chinley, Washington. Class 5 early senior Charlotte Pepper guest at September through October of 2020. Please be ringside. Class 5, please be ringside.
Only 3 heifers in this division, but I think if we had 10 heifers in each of these classes, we very easily could end up with these same 3 out here, because they're all very high quality females and very nicely presented as well. The heifer that won the first class, as we said, is very complete, 3-dimensional, big bodies, got some muscle, very nicely balanced. I think she's good enough in terms of her feet and legs. In a perfect world, you might like to lengthen her hip and raise her pin bones just a little bit. And when we set her in motion, she pretty well covers her stride, but she's just a little timid in the way she sits down on her hind leg. But that's being very critical of a very high quality female. Heifer that won the second class, beautiful in terms of her length of body and her freshness and her balance. Big boned, big footed female that's got some muscle, especially as you read her down into her stifle. As we said in class, she opens up a little more, especially at the point of her shoulder, and hence maybe she sets down a little hard on her front end. Maybe we raise her pins to make her perfect. But again, that's being very critical of one that's very, very good with a tremendous amount of quality about her. And then the young lady has a very useful feminine heifer. I like how she lays it about her shoulder. I like the femininity in terms of her neck and head. I like the length of stride at the ground. She's probably not as opened up in terms of her skeleton as the 2 heifers ahead of her. Maybe like to see her a shot bolder rib and just a little more muscle shape as we get behind her. But that's still a very high quality heifer. I'll show you the 2 I like. But congratulations to all 3 of these exhibitors. Probably the highest quality division we've had yet today.
Congratulations, entry number 484, Luke Steele of Cottonwood, California. And your reserve belongs to entry number 4502, Lindsey Franklin of Ladonia, Texas. As they exit the ring, we'll be bringing in class number 5, early senior Charlene Heifer Dance at September through October of 2020. We'll be looking for entries number 1183, Cassidy Peterson of Bryan, California. And entry number 4481, Kale Cordell of Cheney, Washington. Just as a reminder, we'll be taking Grand and Reserve Champion headshots ring in the ring at the end of every free division drive. At the end of our Supreme show, we'll be taking backdrop photos with all of our free Grand and Reserve Champion winners, as well as our Supreme winners at the conclusion of our Supreme Champion show. The backdrop is located in the west end of the open cattle barn. That is mandatory, so please make sure you are there. Kale Cordell, your class is in the ring.
see her a notch more feminine in terms of her neck and head, but a high quality female with an extra shot of power. That and second, she has that feminine front end that I like. I like her head, neck, and shoulder. I like the fact that her pin's a little bit higher. She's one that I'd sure like to open up in terms of the center part of her rib. She gets a little flat in terms of her rib, a little flat in terms of her muscle, and maybe just a little more up on her pasturing than what's ideal with center in motion, but a quality pair of heifers in this class.
Congratulations to entry number 1183, Cassidy Peterson of Bryant, California. Second place, entry number 4481, Gail Cordell of Chittenden, Washington. Coming back to the ring for our junior Charlotte champion crowd, going to be entry number 484, Luke Steele of Cottonwood, California. Our junior heifer calf, entry number 4502, Lindsey Franklin of Ladonia, Texas. Our junior heifer calf champion, our senior heifer calf champion, is going to be entry number 1183, Cassidy Peterson of Bryant, California. Our reserve senior heifer calf champion, entry number 4481, Gail Cordell of Chittenden, Washington. All Charlotte heifers need to be ringside. All Charlotte heifers need to be ringside. We need to select our top 5 individuals. This will be a first call for the Junior Hereford Heifer Show. First call for Class 1 Junior Heifer calves, calf March 1st, 2021 or after. First call, Class 1 Junior Herefords. Our champion banner for the junior Charlotte heifer has been donated by Richard Curtis and Leanne Hartley.
Charlotte show, but really good in terms of the quality of the females together. We didn't have any bad heifers, good quality females through and through, and several heifers that I think are extreme in terms of their quality. Heifer that won the first division, and you want the extras in terms of some extra body and some extra little, and some extra this and that, but she's so complete. She doesn't have any major flaws. That's what I like about her. She's big ribbed, she's good looking, she's sound enough with the ground, she's got enough muscle. Just a very high quality, complete female. If you're a nitpicker, you could raise her pin set up about an inch. But that's a really good heifer that has the extras in terms of extra volume and look, but she's very complete and hard to put a big hole in. So I think one that represents that division very well, and a heifer that was second to her that's very similar in that regard, maybe not quite as nice to her shoulder, but still a very high quality pair of females in that division. And then we had the heifer that won the second division, the stout. She has more muscle than anything out here. If you read her down her top and into her quarters, she's extremely muscular. Big bone heifer that is pretty good in terms of her feet and legs for being that stout. As we compare the heifers on either side of her, she gets a little coarse in her front third. She's a bit more opened up about her shoulder. She's a little crestier, not quite as feminine in terms of her neck and head. And she's one, too, that we'd like to raise her up in terms of her pin set for it to be ideal, but still a quality heifer that's extra stout. So then I think as we come on down the line, our reserve division 2 is a really feminine female, as we said, that gets a little flatter. And then we've got a heifer from our first division that was third in that first division that I really like her look, femininity, and her long stride, one that just maybe gave up a shot of muscle and stoutness to the two heifers that beat her. So a nice lineup of females. I'll show you the way I like them. We're going to pick 5, but congratulations to these exhibitors. Excellent set of cattle in the Charlotte Heifer Show today.
Congratulations to entry number 484, Luke Steele of Cottonwood, California. We're going to be bringing in entry number 4502, Lindsay Franklin of Ladona, Texas. Congratulations, entry number 4502, Lindsay Franklin of Ladona, Texas. Your third place overall belongs to entry number 4474, Kelly Cordell of Tate, Washington. Your fourth place overall belongs to entry number 1183, Cassidy Peterson of Bryant, California. Fifth overall belongs to entry number 4481, Cale Cordell of Tate, Washington.
Yeah.
Entering the ring now, we're going to begin with our junior Hereford Heifer division. We're looking for Class 1 junior heifer calves calved March 1st of 2021 or after. We're looking for entry number 4406, Lucas Lopez of La Grande, California. Entry number 4731, Cash Allen of Sonoyta, Arizona. First call, Class 3 Junior Heifer Calves, January 2021, please be ringside. Class 3 Junior Hereford, please be ringside. Class 4 Junior Herefords, please be making your way to the ring. Class 4 Junior Herefords, please be making your way to the ring.
An excellent class to start off the Hereford show here today. High quality heifer to win, the one that I love, the volume, the look, the length up front that she has. Big top female, it's got a big hip in her. I think she's sure adequate in terms of her structure. She walks around, handles herself very well. She goes around the ring. Maybe in a perfect world, you raise her pin set just a nickel, but an excellent female to win the class. The other man in second has a good heifer. She's not quite as far along in terms of her condition. Strong top, long level hip kind of a female that's sure sound enough as she goes. She just gives up that massive rib shape that we see in our class winner. Maybe just like to clean her up to her front end a little bit as well. But a nice pair of females and a very high quality heifer to win.
Congratulations, entry number 4731, Cash Allen of Sonoyta, Arizona. And in second place, entry number 4406, Lucas Lopez of La Grande, California. Entering the ring is going to be class number 3, Junior Heifer Calves, January of 2021. Looking for a single entry number 4485, Bryce Peters, Marysville, California. Class 4 Senior Heifer Hereford Calves, November through December 2020. Please be ringside. Class 4 Late Senior Herefords, please be ringside.
adequate in terms of muscularity, just spot on in terms of her condition. One maybe that doesn't open up as big in her center body as after the one we talked before, but I love her look and her structure and freshness. Really a nice pickup for this young man, but I think he'll have a good career later on down the road.
Congratulations to entry number 4485, Bryce Peters of Marysville, California. We will now be bringing back into the ring entry number 4731, Cash Allen of Sonoya, Arizona. And from class 3, entry number 4485, Bryce Peters of Marysville, California. Joining them will be our second place class winner. Entry number 4406, Lucas Lopez of La Grande, California.
Look at the two class winners in this first division. Boy, just a ton of quality in both of these heifers. Really nice in terms of their presentation. They're right in terms of their condition. They're not too far along for heifers of this age. Just both very, very good females. The heifer that won the first class is really neat in terms of the way her neck comes up out of her shoulder. A very feminine heifer, really clean up through her throat. Big body, especially in terms of her center ribs, really opened up and bolts from. Heifer has got some muscle as you read her top and back into her hip. And I think one would sure adequately send it out on the move. If you're on a nitpicker, you'd like to raise up her pin bone just a little bit, maybe put her together a little tighter there at the top of her shoulder and her blades. But a tremendously good heifer. It's very powerful and really, really good looking. Young man from a second class, as we said in class, I love her structure. The one with the ground, and you set her in motion, she perfectly covers her track. She's got some bones. She's very nice in terms of her joints. She lays in good in terms of her shoulder. Even her spine when you set her in motion as well. I like the way she maintains herself without getting up in her spine. She doesn't break behind her shoulder. Very good in those regards. Maybe not as big and bold in her center body as the heifer directly in front of her. Maybe not quite as extreme in terms of being long and clean up to her front end, but still really nice, very complete, very, very sound. And then I think we have a good functional, useful heifer that was second to the heifer that won the first class. So two really good heifers representing these classes. I'll show you the way I like them. But congratulations to these exhibitors. Some excellent cattle in this first division of heifers.
Congratulations to entry number 4731, Cash Allen of Sonoya, Arizona. And the reserve will belong to entry number 4485, Bryce Peters of Marysville, California. Class 4, late senior Hereford heifer calves calved November through December of 2020. We'll be looking for entry numbers 4161, Levi Mayer of Buckeye, Arizona. 4147, James Lasky of Portland, Texas. Entry number 4461, Caitlin Doors of Christine, California. Class 5 Early Senior Hereford Heifer Cats, please be ringside. Class 8 Late Junior Hereford Yearling Heifers, please be making your way to the ring. Class 8 Junior Herefords, please be making your way to the ring. Congratulations, entry number 4461, Caitlin Doors of Kissimmee, California. In second place, entry number 4147, James Blasky of Burton, Texas. And rounding up class will be entry number 4161, Levi Mayer of Buckeye, Arizona. Entering the class now. Next will be class number 5, Early Senior Hereford Cats, calf September through October of 2020. Looking for a single entry. Entry number 4462, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. Class 8, Lake Junior Hereford Yearling Heifers, please be ringside. Class 8, please be ringside. Class 9, Early Junior Hereford Yearling Heifers, please be making your way to the ring. Class 9, Hereford Heifers, please be making your way to the ring.
Single entry, but a really good heifer to lead this class off. I love the front end on this female, her hip, neck, and shoulder. She's very feminine, long body, long hip heifer. I think she's adequate in terms of her depth of body and her spring of ribs. She's not extreme, but she's good enough in that regard. She's pretty good at the ground. Once in a while, you might like to just loosen up her pasterns here, just a nickel figure in terms of her bone. But that's a very eye-appealing heifer. Really like the condition she's in. One that can withstand more competition in this class today.
Congratulations, entry number 4462, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. We will now be bringing back in our class winner from class 4. Entry number 4461, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. And entry number 4462, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. As well as our second place from class 4. Entry number 4147, James Foster of Martin, Texas.
Really good class winners that are very, very similar in their type of kind and a very respectable second place heifer. Both very similar in terms of being long body, feminine heifers that are sure good enough in terms of their structure. Heifers that are fresh. I like the fact that they're not overdone in terms of their condition. They're adequate in body volume and thickness. They're not extreme in that regard. I think the heifer that won the first class is a little heavier structure, bigger bone female. That's a little nicer design in terms of her hip and tail head. but it's very, very close. Today I'm going to use the heifer from the younger class. She'll be the champion in this division, the heifer from the older class division.
Congratulations, entry number 4461, Caitlin Gores of Castine, California. And your reserve will be entry number 4462, Caitlin Gores of Castine, California. Entering the ring now is going to be class number 8, late junior Hereford yearling heifers, calf March through April of 2020. Looking for a single entry, entry number 3420. Joanne Vance of Tamacari, New Mexico. Class 9, early junior Hereford yearling heifers, please be ringside. Class 9, junior heifers, junior Hereford heifers, please be ringside. This will be a first call for all division grand and reserve champion winners. Please be making your way to the ring. First call, all division and champion and reserve division winners, please be making your way to the ring. Following the champion selection of the Junior Hereford show, we will be moving right into the Junior Main-on-Jew Hereford Heifer show. Main-on-Jew Junior Heifers, please be getting ready.
Single entry in this class in the Hereford show. Really a powerful, big volume heifer that's extremely bold strong in terms of her rib cage. Yeah, with that, she's got some hip and some shape as you get in behind her. Really good in her line, strong top level, hitting kind of a female that's good on her feet and legs. If you're a nitpicker, maybe you clean her up in her upper throat just a little bit, and maybe she could gain an inch in terms of her stride, but that's being very, very particular of a very high quality female that's very nicely presented and nicely shown.
Congratulations, entry number 3420, Joanne Pence of Tamacari, New Mexico. Entering the ring next will be class number 9, early junior Hereford yearling heifers at January through February of 2020. We're looking for a single entry, entry number 4736, Ivy Allen of Sonoya, Arizona.
hip and her hind leg, the way she can get out and travel and cover some ground. Nice in terms of her tailhead and the way just her whole, the back half of this heifer, I really, really like the way she's built. As we come forward on her, she's maybe not quite as feminine as some as you rear her up in the crest of her neck and down to her chest floor. Wants to toe in just a little bit on that front end, but still just really impressive in terms of the way she can get out and travel, the big body that she has, the nice design for her hip. Very, very high quality female, very nicely presented as well.
Congratulations, entry number 4736, Ivy Allen of Sonoita, Arizona. We will now be bringing in our class winners from Class 8, entry number 3420. Joanne Vance of Marbury, New Mexico. And from Class 9, entry number 4736, Ivy Allen of Sonoita, Arizona.
Two heifers in this division, but one of the good divisions we've had today in terms of quality. We've got a March heifer that won the first class, and it said just a world of volume and performance. And she holds that together very well. She read her down her top from the design of her hip. She's got plenty of muscle when you get in behind her. Just a nice balanced heifer that's just got that extra stoutness and power when we get up on her. And I've heard in nitpicker, as we said in class, maybe we'd just like to get an inch more of stride out of her hind leg. Now that's not saying that she has any kind of structure issues. She's just not quite as perfect in that regard as we might like to see her. And then we would clean her hip and her upper throat just a bit, but very high quality female to represent that class. A really intriguing heifer from the other class, and I think she has a slight advantage in the way she goes off her hind leg. She's big and bold in her rib and really stout and level in terms of her hip. But as we said in class, maybe not as feminine in her front third as the heifer directly ahead of her or relative to the world. We'd like to change that about her. And then we might refine her teats just a little bit as well. So I think it's very, very close. But two really, really good ones to represent this division. I'll take a quick look and show you the way I like them. But congratulations to both these young ladies. Great pair of heifers in this division.
Congratulations, entry number 3420, Joanne Vance of Tamacri, New Mexico. And your reserve belongs to entry number 4736, Ivy Allen of Samoyda, Arizona. We will now be bringing in our champion and reserve champion division winners for the selection of our junior Hereford Heifer champion round. We'll be looking for entry number 4731, Cash Allen of Samoyda, Arizona. The reserve junior heifer belongs to entry number 4485, Lucas Lopez of La Grande, California. Our senior heifer champion, entry number 4461, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. Our reserve senior heifer champion, reserve senior heifer, entry number 4462, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. Our junior heifer, entry number 3420, Janae Vance of Tamacri, New Mexico. And our reserve junior heifer, so entry number 4736, Ivy Allen of Samoyda, Arizona.
In the Hereford show, one of the deeper shows we've had today in terms of quality of 6 excellent heifers back out here. And I think there's some give and take, but a lot of quality throughout the division. To have the one the first division, pretty unique. The female to have that kind of front end and big rib like that, still has some muscle shape when you get up on top of her and out back to her hip. I think she's sound enough in terms of her feet and legs. She's got a nitpicker, as we said before, maybe just raise the pin bones up a nickel, but that's a really, really good one. That's very unique in the way she's built. Really nice heifer with a good profile to win the second division. Good in her lines, extremely long hip, good at the ground when we set her in motion. Maybe relative to the heifers on either side of her, she's not as bold and opened up in the center part of her body. Maybe gives up a little muscle, but very nicely designed, very good structured, and I like the condition that she's in, very fresh in that regard as well. And then we have a tremendously powerful heifer that won the last division. She's long, she's deep, she's bold, she's stout when you get behind her. Really long hip kind of a heifer. Maybe not quite as attractive up through her throat as the two ahead of her. And maybe could, just like we said, could go just an inch longer off that hind leg and set her in motion. But really impressive in terms of just the volume and power and stoutness that she has and the way she holds it together. And I think we have some really good heifers in our reserve lineup. I'm assuming we're picking a top 5. So definitely have some of those involved as well, because it's a really good set of heifers out here. Congratulations to all the exhibitors and the heifer division.
That's what I was thinking. Pretty Sarah, look at I don't want to make it not.
Congratulations, entry number 4731, Cash Allen of Samoyda, Arizona. We'll be bringing in entry number 4485, Lucas Lopez of La Grande, California. Your reserve junior Hereford belongs to entry number 3420, Joanne Vance of Tucumcari, Arizona, New Mexico. belongs to entry number 4736, Ivy Allen of Saluda, Arizona. Fourth belongs to entry number 4485, Lucas Lopez of La Grande, California. And your fifth place belongs to entry number 4461, Caitlin Doors of Castine, California. We will be taking quick headshots with our judge of our champion and reserve champion junior airworks. And then we will be rolling right into our junior Leon Jude Herford Pepper show. We're going to be taking a quick 15-minute break for our judge, and then we will move right into our Leon Jude Pepper show. May through June of 2020. We are looking for entry number 3907, Ashley Kennedy of Santana, Kansas. At the conclusion of our champion Main on June class, we'll be moving right into the miniature Hereford Junior Heifer Show. Please be making your way ringside. The Class 1 Junior Miniature Hereford Heifer Show. Class 2 Junior Hereford Miniature Hereford Heifers. Please be making your way to the ring.
Single entry in our main and Judah division by an excellent effort to represent the breed. And first off, I'd like to compliment this young lady for a May coming 2-year-old female. I like the condition this heifer's in. She doesn't have natural condition up to her front end. You don't see it on her pins and down in her udder. And yet she's still an heifer that's big body, really doing her line. She's got some muscle and stoutness when you get in behind her. Heifer that gets out and moves fairly well. She covers her track. A nitpicker, she wants to get outside of her skeleton off her hind leg just a little bit, maybe get flexed just a little better on that rear posture. But it really a nice, high quality female, nicely presented, excellent job in terms of the way this heifer has been fed as well. Just a nice effort to represent the main engine breed.
Your champion, Junior Main on June heifer belongs to entry number 3907, Ashley Kennedy of Santana, Kansas. Our sponsors of the Junior Main on June Heifer Show is the Junior Main on June Association, Lindsey Brock, and the champion buckle has been sponsored by the Arizona National Livestock Show. If you are interested in sponsoring any of our champion banners, buckles, and reserve champion buckles and banners, please make your way over to guest services. We are now ready to begin with our miniature Hereford Heifer Junior Show. Looking for Class 1 Junior Heifer calves have March 1st, 2021 or after. Looking for entry number 371, Riley Burton of Brawley, California. And entry number 4185, Hannah Hogan of Carbon, Texas.
good pair of named Hereford females to lead the show off today. Go ahead and just turn down the middle there, young. Good pair. We got some variation age here. We got a March after calf that leads off the class, and then a September fall yearling. But really a nice pair of females. But I really like the balance and the freshness and the femininity of the heifer that wins the class. Just near perfect in the front third in terms of the way she's made and the condition she's in. She's adequate for a heifer of that age in terms of her body and ribs. She gets out and walks with some length of stride. In a perfect world, we might like to raise her pin set up just a little bit, but really fresh and balanced and sound. Nice female to win the class. Heifer second is big bodied, and there's a lot of her. Just huge in terms of her rib cage. Got some substance of bone and some foot. She carries a little more condition and gets a little shorter and plainer up through her front end. She's another one that drops some pins, maybe just like to change the way she handles her hind leg from her hooks to pins and all the way down to the ground. But good pair of females to start the junior show.
Congratulations to entry number 4185, Hannah Hogan of Carmen, Texas. And in second place, entry number 3371, Heidi Burton of Raleigh, California. Class 2, Junior Heifer Calves, calves February of 2021. Looking for entry number 4183, Hannah Hogan of Carmen, Texas. Class 5, early senior miniature Hereford heifers. Calves September through October 2020. Please be making your way to the ring.
Single entry February heifer 5 calf. Very similar build to the female that won the last class. Beautiful through her front end, and she comes back and opens up with some shape to her rib. Really nice in terms of her feet and her legs, in terms of the way she sits down at the ground. You get back on the profile, and very eye appealing and good when you view her from the side. But maybe not. You maybe just like to see a shot more bone or substance of bone to her, but still a really nice female, one that's green, and that's good for a female of that age. I think one that really has a nice future ahead of her.
Congratulations to entry number 4183, Hannah Hogan of Carmen, Texas. We will now be bringing back in both first place and the single second place. We're looking for entry number 4185, Hannah Hogan of Carmen, Texas. For Class 2, entry number 4183, Hannah Hogan of Carmen, Texas. And our second place individual from Class 1, entry number 371, Riley Martin of Raleigh, California. Class 5, early senior heifer calves of the miniature Hereford Heifer Show. Please be making your way to the ring. Class 5, please be making your way to the ring.
first division in the miniature Hereford show today. Three nice females out here, the two heifers representing our classes and a good second. Heifer that won the first class, as we said, just beautifully designed. I like the front end, she's feminine. I think she's good on her feet and legs. She's relative to her condition. She's good in her body, really nice on her forward. You've got some substance of bone. She's probably a shot stouter in that regard than the heifer that won the class behind her. I think she just has a shot more to her all the way through. Maybe razor pins up a nipple to make it perfect, but I thought a really high quality heifer with a lot of future. The heifer from the second class is extremely long-sided, really long and neat through her front end. I think she gives up a little bit in terms of substance of bone, maybe not quite as stout and wide in terms of her skeleton as the heifer that won the first class, but very, very similar in their kind. And then we have a real big body heifer that has a lot of bones and shape. Condition a little cleaner in her balance, but still has some good things about her. But to me, it comes down to these two class winners. It's very close, but I like the heifer that won the first class, should be a champion in this division. Heifer that won the second class, should be reserved.
Congratulations to entry number 4185, Hannah Hogan of Carvin, Texas. And your reserve belongs to entry number 4183, Hannah Hogan of Carvin, Texas. Entering the ring now is going to be class number 5, early senior heifer calves, capped September through October of 2020. Where we are looking for a single entry number 4155, James Glasky of Burton, Texas.
Single entry in the stall class. But really an interesting heifer. It's amazing you get behind her how wide and stout this heifer is. Big square top, really big forward quarter. And that's very intriguing. She's very nicely presented as well. For me, she gets a little straight off both ends of her skeleton, through her shoulder and her knee. Same way in terms of her body and pasturing. You just like to see a little more flexible, maybe lengthen her neck just a skosh. They're really impressive in terms of the power and shape and muscularity that she has.
The real goldfish, the real deal.
Congratulations to entry number 4155, James Glasky of Burton, Texas. Entering the ring next will be class number 6, late summer yearling miniature Hereford heifers, calved July through August of 2020. We're looking for a single entry number 4187, Hannah Hogan of Carvin, Texas. Class number 7, early summer miniature Hereford yearling heifers, please be ringside. Class 7, please be ringside.
a nice complete heifer, one that has a lot of things that I like about her. You talked about her balance and structure, and she's got enough body volume that she's maintained herself pretty well. Not as far as not getting too far along in terms of her condition. She's fairly fresh in that regard. But a nice complete heifer. Just doesn't have any big holes in her. Doesn't wow you in any way, but I think a high quality heifer represents this class very well.
Congratulations to entry number 4187, Hannah Hogan of Carden, Texas. Class 7 early summer yearling finisher Hereford heifers, kept May through June of 2020. We're looking for entry number 372, Riley Burton of Brawley, California. Entry number 3863, Heath Finch of Waterflow, New Mexico. Entry number 3862, Heath Finch of Waterflow, New Mexico.
Miniature Hereford show, a solid class of females, maybe not the one that just jumps right out at you, but I think they pretty logically fall into place. The biggest body, freest moving heifer comes to the top. She's one we like to clean her up through her throat and just take just a stretch off her in terms of condition, but she's big top, she's thick-handed, she's got some body, and I think she's sound enough as she goes. The heifer in second is the other big volume female, one that just wedges a little wrong. She gets a little deeper in her chest and runs up a little harder in the flank. Just like to see her just a shot more feminine through her front 1/3, but she has some body volume and some length of hip, some depth to her quarter. A nice female that's got some stuff about her. The heifer that was third, but probably the most feminine female in the class, I like her neck and her head. One that just gets a little tubular, we'd like to open her up and just see more rib shape and depth of bodies and compare the two heifers ahead of her today. But I do like her length of side and how feminine she is up to her front end.
Congratulations, entry number 372, Riley Burton of Raleigh, California. Your reserve in your division will be 3862, Heath Hinch of Waterflow, New Mexico. We will now be bringing back our Grand and Reserve division winners of the miniature Hereford Heifers. We're going to be looking for entry number 4185, Hannah Hogan of Carbon, Texas. Reserve Junior Heifer. Entry number 4183, Hannah Hogan of Carbon, Texas. In your Senior Heifer Cats, entry number 4155, James Glasby of Burton, Texas. Your Intermediate Heifer Champion, entry number 372, Riley Burton of Raleigh, California. Your Intermediate Reserve Champion Heifer, entry number 3862, Heath Finch of Waterflow, New Mexico.
In the Mini Hereford Heifer Show, we've got this division, I believe, before we get on to our grand drive, but we've got three nice class winners in a second. The quality in all of these females, Heifer won the first class, as we said, probably the stoutest in terms of width and shape and muscularity. Big top, thick-ended heifer that's really level in terms of her line, very nicely presented. Maybe just a little straight off both ends of her skeleton in terms of her shoulder and her hock, but really intriguing in terms of her lines and the shape and muscle that she has. Up in the middle, as we said in class, is very complete. Sound structured, nice and balanced heifer. Doesn't have any big issues. Gets around the ring and still has some rib shape. She holds herself together. Pretty nice in terms of balance and pretty nice in terms of condition. I think she's probably the leanest of the four heifers we have out here, and yet she still has some volume about her. Just a nice heifer to represent that class. Then we have a big rib, deep-sided kind of heifer from the third class, and one that reaches when we get her out in motion. She's got some muscularity as well as we get behind her and on top of her. A little cleaner through her front end, a little chesty. Just like to lean her up a little bit in that regard. But a very nice female as well, another one that's very nicely presented. So to me, it's the most of the best and the fault-free, and that would be the heifer that won the second class. She'll be the champion in this division. Then I think it gets very, very close, but we'll go ahead and use the heifer that won the first class for reserve.
My apologies. Your division champion winner is going to be division entry number 372, Riley Burton of Raleigh, California. And your reserve is going to be entry number 4187, Hannah Hogan of Carbon, Texas. sort out the clerical errors. Texas. Our intermediate heifer champion, entry number 372, Riley Burke from Raleigh, California. And our reserve intermediate heifer reserve champion, entry number 4187, Hannah Hogan from Cardin, Texas.
we got it figured out here, and we've got everybody where they need to be, and we got them back out here, and a nice set of cattle for our miniature Hereford division. Some good heifers to represent the division, some good heifers for reserve. Heifer calf that won the first division, as we said, I think there's a lot of future in this one. I love her femininity, her structural soundness, substance of bone that she has, the fact that she's green and fresh, a lot of future ahead of her. Built really, really nice. We raised her up at her pin set, and I think that one's really, really good. This heifer that won the second division, she's the stoutest. She's the widest built in her skeleton, the biggest top, biggest quartered, really thick-ended kind of a female. Good up in her forerib. Maybe one that you'd like to see her a shot more feminine through her front 1/3 as you compare the heifers on either side of her. It's just a nickel straight in terms of her structure, but really stout, nicely presented, really, really good in terms of her lines. Sets up a nice profile when you get her out here. A heifer from the third division, as we said, is just, she doesn't wow you, but she doesn't have any big holes. She's very sound, she's really good in her rib, she's adequate in her muscle, nice foot and bone, just a very complete kind of a heifer. Doesn't wow you in terms of her look, but yet she's attractive enough. I think very complete in her makeup, a solid kind of a female. So I think it's very close. There's two to me that fit together in terms of my kind. They're feminine, they're sound, they've got some body, they're fresh in terms of their condition, and I think that's where it gets close. I really like this heifer calf. She'll be a champion in the miniature Hereford division. The heifer from the third division will be reserved.
Congratulations, signature number 4185, Hannah Hogan of Carter, Texas. At your reserve miniature junior Hereford heifer belongs to entry number 4187, Hannah Hogan of Carter, Texas. Congratulations to your grand champion, junior miniature Hereford heifer. Belongs to entry number 4185, Hannah Hogan. Hannah Hogan of Carter, Texas. Your reserve miniature Hereford heifer belongs to entry number 4187, Hannah Hogan of Carter, Texas. Your third overall miniature Hereford heifer belongs to entry number 4155, James Glasby of Burke, Texas. Fourth overall belongs to entry number 4183, Hannah Hogan of Carter, Texas. And your fifth overall, it belongs to entry number 372, Riley Burke of Raleigh, California. We will now move right into our junior Red Angus heifer show. Class 1 junior heifer calves calved March 1st through 2001 or after. Looking for a single entry in Class 1, entry number 4185. Grady Shelley of Watauga, Oklahoma. That will be your first call for Class 1 junior Red Angus. Junior Readiness, we are ready to go. You need to be ringside. Entry number 4581. Grady Shilling of Watonga, Oklahoma. You need to be ringside. Class 2, Junior Readiness Heifers. You need to be ringside. Class 2, Junior Readiness Heifers. You need to be ringside. Class 6, Junior Readiness Heifers. You need to be making your way to the ring. Class 6, Junior Readiness Heifers. You need to be making your way to the ring. Class 7, Class 7, Junior Readiness Heifers. You need to be making your way to the ring. Class 7, Junior Readiness Heifers. Please be making your way to the ring. Just a quick reminder that there will be a 30-minute break between the Supreme Heifer Drive and the Junior Showmanship for backdrop photos. So a 30-minute break between the two. Also, you have a prospect steer. Right now, it's going to be class number 1 of the Junior Readiness Heifer Cats. Entry number 4581, Grady Shilling of Watonga, Oklahoma.
single entry in this class. The young man has a very nice female, long-sided, deep-sided, big volume kind of a heifer that is really nice in terms of her condition, very fresh in her makeup, really feminine heifer that's good in terms of her head, neck, and shoulder, the way she lays in about her shoulder. A good heifer that gets out on a long stride as well. A changer maybe gets just a little flat in terms of shape, but still adequate in that regard. A very high quality heifer to win this class.
Congratulations to entry number 4581, Grady Schilling of Watonga, Oklahoma. As he exits the ring, we will be bringing in class number 2, junior Redding is heifers, capped February of 2021. We are looking for 2 entries. Entry number 4574, Callie Schilling of Watonga, Oklahoma. Entry number 4582, Grady Schilling of Watonga, Oklahoma. Class 6, late summer Redding is yearling heifers. Please be ringside. Class 6. Class 7, please be ringside. Early summer Redding is yearlings. Please be ringside.
good pair of Red Angus females in this class. I'm sure a high quality heifer to win. And one that I like the way she opens up in terms of her ribs. She's very bold and deep in terms of her center. She has quite a bit of muscle when you get behind her, yet she's pretty nice in terms of the way her hip and tail header design. Heifer, you can get her out on the profile. She's long enough and clean enough up to her front end. I think in terms of feet and legs, she's sure sound enough. Maybe you could just loosen her up a little bit in her hike and just reach just a tad farther off her hind leg. But a really nice heifer that's three-dimensional and still has some look to win the class. Long-bodied heifer in second, one that gets out and moves with a blanket stride, extremely long-fronted and clean. She's not just three-dimensional. She's a little flatter in her rib, a bit flatter in her quarter as we compare the class winner, but an excellent pair of heifers in this class.
Congratulations to entry number 4582, Grady Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. And in second place in the class is going to be entry number 4574, Kayla Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. We will now be moving into our junior heifer calf champion drive. Coming back from Class 1, entry number 4581, Grady Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. From Class 2, it's going to be entry number 4582, Grady Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. We'll be bringing back the second place individual from Class 2, entry number 4574, Kayla Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma.
Not a lot of numbers in this first division of Red Angus, but definitely some quality heifers out here. The heifer that won the first class, I think a lot of quality and future in this female. She's long body, she's really nice in the front third. A heifer that gets out and moves with some length to her stride. She's got some substance of bone. She's not as far along in her condition as the heifer directly behind her, and she's probably not as wide and stout as the heifer directly behind her. But I love her balance and her eye appeal. Yet she's got enough rib shape relative to her age and condition. I think this one could be really, really good on down the road. The young man's heifer that won the second class, as we said, really opened up and bold in her rib, big in her top, really square in her hip, yet she's long in her hip, which is hard to get that combination together. And you get her out on the profile. She's nice enough to her neck. She's adequate in terms of bone. Like just a pretty complete kind of a heifer. Maybe doesn't reach quite as far off her hind leg as the heifer that won the first class. But I think she's adequate in that regard. Real close between these two, and I think there's a lot of quality in both of them. Today I'm going to go ahead and use the young man's heifer that won the second class champion of this division. There was a heifer that was second to her, but we're going to go ahead and use the heifer that won the first class division.
Congratulations to entry number 4582, Grady Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. And your reserve in the drive will be entry number 4581, Grady Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. As they exit the ring, we are going to be moving into Class 6, late summer yearly Red Angus heifers, calved July through August of 2020. We have a single entry in Class 6, and we're going to be looking for entry number 4573, Kayla Sheen of Watauga, Oklahoma. As Class 6 comes into the ring, we're going to be leading Class 7 Summer Yearling Reading as heifers to be ringside. Class 7 Reading as heifers to be ringside. Class 8 Late Junior Reading as yearling heifers. You need to be making your way to the ring. Class 8 Reading as junior heifers. Please be making your way to the ring.
Not a single entry, but once again, a good kind of a female. I like this heifer. She looks like a female. You look at her through a front word, she's very feminine and clean. She's really nice in terms of the way her shoulder lays in, and she comes back with some forehead, with some depth of body. She's very long and level in terms of her hip. We set her in motion. She gets out and she covers the ground with some length of stride. She might get in her hocks just a little bit as she goes, maybe like to widen her up, just escapes from behind. But again, a very high quality female. Nice one to win this class.
Congratulations to entry number 4573, Kayla Shane of Watauga, Oklahoma. Coming now into the ring is going to be class number 7, Early Summer Yearling Reading as heifers, capped May through June of 2020. We'll be looking for a single entry. Entry number 98, Lindley Johnson of Happy, Texas.
Another single entry. I think again a high quality female, extremely long-sided, and one that sure has some muscle again behind her. Really long and clean through her front end, good in her lines, one that's got some substance and bone and some foot. To make her perfect, we'd like to just open her up to a shot more in terms of center body and rib. Maybe loosen up that cock. She wants to get in and get a little tight on her center of motion. But a really intriguing heifer, was really nice up through her front end. Tremendous amount of muscle. Another one that is a nice single entry to represent her class.
Congratulations to entry number 98 of Lindley Johnson of Happy, Texas. We will now be bringing in entry number 4573, Kayla Shane of Watauga, Oklahoma. Entry number 98, Lindley Johnson of Happy, Texas.
The Red Angus show this division, we had 2 single entry class winners. The older heifer is standing in front. She's actually our class 2 female. As we said, really stout, big bone, thick end kind of a female that has a tremendous front end in her in terms of being clean and long. As we compare the heifer from the younger class, maybe not as big and bold in her center body, but probably has an advantage in terms of bone and muscularity. Heifer that won the first class, which is standing in the second position, really nice in terms of her balance. Good in her lines, deep in her side, beautiful in terms of her hip and tail hip design. Young lady gets her put together. She's just beautiful on the side profile. I don't think she has as much muscle as a heifer that won the first class, but I think she has a slight advantage when you set her in motion in terms of her length of stride and the way she handles her feet and legs. So I think we add up the most of the best. I see more good in the heifer that won the first class. The young lady represented that should be the champion of this division. The older heifer that won the second class in the reserve.
Congratulations to entry number 4573, Kayla Shink of Watauga, Oklahoma. Your reserve in the division is going to be entry number 98, Lily Johnson of Happy, Texas. As they exit the ring, we're going to be bringing in Class 8 Lake Junior Red Angus yearling heifers at March through April of 2020. We're going to be looking for entry number 4279, Texan Ralston of Rubber, Texas.
This is Myra bag because it's really cute.
Entry number 104, C.W. Johnson of Happy, Texas.
Yeah, it's definitely a Myra bag. It's cute. I didn't know. I thought I got a shirt.
This will be your first call for all of our Red Angus Grand and Reserve Division winners to be ringside. First call, Grand and Reserve Division winners to be ringside.
We got a pair of April coming 2-year-old heifers here. A good pair of females, and I think it's real close. There's some give and take between the two. You get them back out on the profile. The heifer that wins the class is just a little nicer balance. I think she holds herself together better over the top line, out over the hip. She's just maybe a shot more feminine to her from there. I think it's close, but she's a little thinner in her chest forward. She's got some weight to get behind her. She's sure adequate in terms of body. She wants to get outside of herself a little bit and set her in motion, but I still think she handles her hip and hind leg better than the heifer in second, so she has the advantage in terms of structural correctness. Heifer in second is long, she's big bone, and she's tremendously shapy in terms of muscle. You have to like that. She's got a big top in her, she's got a lot of corner, she's tremendously long-sided. She gives up some femininity, and I think the biggest difference is her hip and hind leg. She wants to drop her pins, get a little tighter in her pocket, doesn't get out there and reach quite like she needs to off her hind leg. But a good pair of heifers in a fairly close place in this class.
Congratulations to entry number 104, C.W. Johnson of Hammond, Texas. Your reserve in the division is going to be entry number 4279, Texan Ralston of Gruber, Texas.
Yeah, I said bring the punch
I like her rib, I like her muscle. She still shows you a nice look on the profile. She's one I think that's very complete and just a shot stouter than some of the other heifers out here. And when you get her in motion, she's sure adequate in terms of the way she gets around the ring. Heifer from the second division is beautiful in terms of her profile. Probably the nicest heifer in terms of look and design and eye appeal. Very feminine. Her makeup, I love her shoulder, her neck. Deep body. She's not as stout and wide as the heifer that won the first division, but really nice on the side, very feminine heifer, and one that I think is pretty good in terms of feet and legs. Maybe gets in her hop just a little bit, but she gets out and reaches in terms of her stride. And then we have a pretty complete heifer to win the third division, a moderate frame heifer with some body, very nice in terms of her hip design, clean front, kind of a female, as we said in her class. She gets outside of herself a little bit in terms of movement when she goes away. But still a pretty complete kind of a heifer. So I think a good lineup, 3 division winners, some nice heifers that were reserve division. I'm going to show you the 2 that I like the best today. But congratulations, a good set of cattle these young folks had in the Red Acres Heifer Show.
Congratulations to entry number 4582. Congratulations, your reserve Red Angus Junior Heifer. Belongs to entry number 4573, Kayla Sheik of Watonga, Oklahoma. At the conclusion of our headshots taken in the ring today, we're going to be moving right into our junior Simmental Heifer show. Class 1 junior heifer cats. Calved March 1st, 2021 or after, you need to be ringside. Class 1, you need to be ringside. All junior Simmental heifers need to be making their way to the ring. All junior Simmental heifers need to be making their way to the ring. Entering the ring now for the junior Simmental heifer show. Class 1 junior heifer calves calved March 1st, 2001 or after. Entry number 984, Rhett Schmidt of Farmington, California. And entry number 4656, Alva McKay out of Sprague, Washington. Entry number 4269, Aubrey Murphy of Roseburg, Oregon. Entry number 3033, Sid Franks of Grass Valley, California.
good class to start the Simmental show off with. Some give and take, maybe not the perfect one, but some really, really nice ones. I have for the Windsor class, so when you get them on the stand, I think she does so pretty easily. Just beautifully balanced. It's really nice in terms of her head, neck, and shoulders. She opens up, and I think she's adequate in her rib. She's got plenty of muscle. You read her down her top with some shape down there in the corner. Really nice set to her hind leg. Now you set her in motion, that hind leg doesn't work quite as perfect as you think it would. She gets a little more upright in her pasture and just gets outside of herself and freckle, but a high quality heifer to win. The young man in second, he does have an advantage in terms of the way his heifer travels on her hind leg. I like that about her. She's big and bold in her center body. She's got plenty of muscle shape. She's not as nice in her front third. She's got a shot more shoulder. She's not quite as nice through her neck and her chest. But a very high quality heifer that's got some rib and muscle. Just like to see her a little smoother shoulder and a shot more feminine in front. The young lady with the solid black heifer direct ahead of me, she's in third. Young lady, go ahead and pull her out. And a very eye-appealing heifer. One of the really attractive ones when you get her out on the profile. She's good at her lines. I think she's adequate in terms of her body. She disappoints me a little when you set her in motion. She's a little short and rigid off both ends of her skeleton. Doesn't move quite as well as the two heifers at the top of the class. They're really impressive in terms of her profile. And then the young lady with the bald face heifers in fourth just gives up some performance, gives up some body volume to some of the other heifers out here, but still a nice female round out the class.
Congratulations, your division champion belongs to entry number 3033, Sydney Franks, Grass Valley, California. In second place, entry number 94, Brett Schmidt, Farmington, California. Entry number 4269, Aubrey Murphy, Rosenberg, Oregon. And rounding out the class to be entry number 4656, Alan Camus, from Washington. Entering the class, entering the ring now is going to be class number 5, early senior heifer calves, September through October of 2020. We are looking for entry number 979, Colton Schmidt of Farmington, California.
Single entry and a young man in a high quality fall, really female. Here's one that just a tremendous amount of look and balance when you get her out on the profile. Really bold and opened up in her rib. It's above the front end that she has. A stretching female that's got some muscle. Kind of nitpicker. She wants to drop her pins a little bit, get a little tighter in her cock. Maybe could reach just a little farther in terms of her hind leg. But really powerful, eye-appealing heifer. Very well presented as well.
Congratulations, entry number 979, Colton Schmidt in Fort Arlington, California. Entering the class now is going to be class number 7, early summer yearly bred heifers, calved May through June of 2020. Entry number 4245, John Crosby of Globe, Arizona.
sure an interesting female. There's one that's really wide and stout. You get behind her, she has tremendous fit and shape in terms of her hip. She's really wide all the way through and bone strong in terms of her rib cage. She's got some length of body and some look. Now for the changer, she gets a little wide to her shoulder, comes at you a little wider off her front end. That's what's ideal. And then she gets a little tighter in her spine and doesn't use her hind leg. Quite as free and easy as we'd like. But really a powerful heifer with a lot of quality. Young man's done a nice job with her. Interesting to see her when she comes back in the drive.
Congratulations, entry number 4245, John Crosby of Globe, Arizona. Entry right now for the class number 9. Looking for entry number 977, Colton Schmidt of Farmington, California.
Another single entry female, both in class and division, but boy, this young man brought out a really, really nice one. It's hard to build them like this, to be that fresh and feminine, to be that big and opened up in terms of her rib cage, one that's sure adequate in terms of muscularity, nice in terms of her feet and legs. You know, maybe at the ground she gets up an inch in terms of stride, but that's a really, really good one, and I love the way they're taking care of her and kept her that fresh, and yet she still has all that body and shape of body. Excellent female to represent this class and she did it.
Congratulations, entry number 977, Colton Schmidt of Farmington, California. We will now be bringing back in our Grand and Reserve Division winners in the Junior Central Heifer Show. Out of Class 1, we're going to be looking for entry number 3033, Sydney Franks of Grass Valley, California. We'll be bringing back in the reserve out of that division, entry number 984, Red Schmidt of Farmington, California. Out of Class 5, we'll be bringing back entry number 979, Colton Schmidt of Farmington, California. Out of Class 7, we're going to be bringing back entry number 4245, John Crosby of Globe, Arizona. And out of Class 9, we're going to be bringing back entry number 977, Colton Schmidt of Farmington, California. conclusion of the Senegal Junior Show, we will be moving right into our All of the Breeds Junior Heifer Show. So this is going to be your first call. All of the Breeds Junior Heifers, please be making your way to the ring.
Got a ton of numbers here in the Senegal Show, but very, very high on quality in the classes that we had. And a great set of cattle back out here to represent the divisions and an excellent reserve division effort as well. Looking from the first class is very intriguing. You get her out on the profiles, she's just freaky up through her front end. Yet she comes back, and I think she's adequate in terms of her body relative to her condition. She's got plenty of shape in terms of muscle. You know, as we said in a class, once in a while she'll get a little suspect in terms of her past numbers get a little bit tight, but it's a minor detail. I think she's structurally sound and really intriguing in terms of her size and profile. Definitely the one that the fall division, the second division, again another one on the stand is incredible. Big boned and good looking and bold strong. It really shows you a nice look. Her neck comes high up her shoulder, really powerful and stout. We set her in motion. She wants to drop her pins, kind of walk on her outside toe just a little bit, but still she reaches pretty well. Got tremendous bone, pretty big feet, a nice female. Just like to change the design of her hip a little bit in the way she goes when you set her in motion. The young man from third division probably has the widest, stoutest heifer out here in terms of with the skeleton and muscle shape. She's adequate in her body. She's pretty level hip for one that is so stout in terms of shape. You get her to the heifers on either side of her, she gets a little chesty. She wants to get outside of her front end a little bit in terms of the way she goes, but she's intriguing.